too cold for golfers? Where are they? Softies. They wear long clothes and everything. So we're up at a place called Lemsford. Lemsford to Sandridge, I believe.
Yep.
In a big old loop. So, we're going to go exploring on foot for a change. Something tells me this is a very upmarket golf course. I mean, look at that. Wow. What is this place? Look at this. Oh, they are coming this way, all right.
With a high polite, mate.
Yeah, well, you certainly are.
Gardeners.
He's got his golf clubs in the back, I can smell them. It's a Merc. Do you see that Oligarch guy? I wouldn't be surprised if he's...
Mate, he was dodgy.
If he was... I tell you, that guy, he's not up to good stuff. That's his pad up there. He had Russian oligarch written all over him, that bloke. How many bodies are in this lake, eh? Yeah, okay, we found something here that's well out of our league. And it's only the start, not even a kilometre in yet. How out of place do you feel right now? I mean, I feel out of place in most places, but this like takes it to the next level. What am I doing here? This isn't right. Look at that place right there. That's obviously the club. Well, I'm saying obviously, could be the clubhouse, could be somebody's house for all I know. This is without doubt the poshest golf course I've ever seen. Oh, look at the shrooms. Wow, they're everywhere. I also read something recently that it's psilocybin season.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin, is it? I don't know.
Psilocybin.
Yeah, my chemist here can let me know on all that. We're feeling the need to know what this property is, and it's called Brocket Hall. Right. So a big stately home in the area. Yeah. No, honestly, I couldn't stop thinking about that. I mean, that was such an incredible find because it only closed like last year. And what about the whole bloody Mohammed Fayyad thing as well? I wonder if that'll do any harm to Harrods. I think it was bought by Dubai or Qatar or someone. Something like that. What you might find, guys, in the next few weeks, we might be doing a few more of these walks. Bit of outdoor activity, but on foot instead. Because this stuff, dealing with this on my bike and still using it as a commuter machine is absolutely no fun. So I'm a little bit beyond that these days, but you never know, I might get the odd ride in now and again, but it's not going to be out here. I might be doing those in the city or in the London Explores, but to get out here in the sticks in the countryside, it's probably going to be a foot walk like this, and we'll just see what we come across, like that incredible stately home back there and world's poshest golf course. Not quite, there's lots of them, but you know what I mean. We've hit our first sloppy obstacle. Just a bit of slop on the road. Easy to get past. What is this? The Three Brewers, some sort of brewery. The Three Brewers pub? Or, yeah, look, it's got a beer garden and everything. Yeah. Like some sort of tap house. Walkers should have special free ones, I think. Free pints for energy. Yeah, everybody's out grazing, I guess. This is a really nice woodland. Look at that. You can take your quad down there, or
2 wheels, get your...
Yeah, get horse and cart down there, not a problem. Once again, horse and cart this way, not a problem, but no 1950s motorbikes that way, I'm afraid. Or that way, for that matter. Okay, we'll abide by that law this time, just this time.
On camera.
Yeah. You got me on camera, I got you on camera. We were just wondering what this highly guarded institution is.
Oh, mate, it's for you.
What is it? What we got? What we got? Come on. Hang on.
Home Office Scientific Development Branch.
Oh, you're kidding.
Mate, that's for you.
Mate, this is, what the hell does that mean? What's that place in Salisbury? Home Office Scientific Development
Non-profit
Branch.
organisation.
Ooh.
Nobody's reviewed it, mate. It's not officially.
This place has got a lot of barbed wire. What is this building? Well, we know roughly what it is, but we don't know what goes on in there. I bet there's not many people do know what goes on in there. They got a lookout tower, they got everything going on. The things you find in rural Hertfordshire, eh? Portendown.
Anthrax.
Portendown, that's the place I was thinking of. Near Salisbury, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's where the Russians, those two Russians were. Yeah. I probably don't call it anthrax anymore, but it'll be the equivalent of anthrax. This is it, you heard it first here. ScuzzyLondon live.
Mate, they'll find this camera in about a month's time. You won't get back to work.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be like the Blair Witch, they'll play it back.
Yeah, like that scientist that accidentally topped himself in a field, shot himself in the back of the head twice. Then he was found dead in a field somewhere. Killed himself. That's a bit iffy. Hello.
Do you want to pass by?
No, we're passing through, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I like churches, but I'm not keen on religion.
Yeah, not from this side.
No, I'll pass on that one, thanks. Oh, it's very nicely done, fair play, it's well kept, but we'll leave it at that. And here's the pub. So we've just arrived at the Heartwood Cafe and Tea Rooms. Look how lovely this is. Let's go inside, see what we've got. Wow. Roaring fire. Well, that's better. We're all refreshed. Ready to get back on the road. We're just going to pass through your lovely church again.
Sorry. If you fancy a cup of coffee and cake.
Oh, if you'd have, we just had that.
Yeah, you should have said that first time round.
Okay.
Next time. She missed a trick there. I pride myself on my ability to get through these things on my bike, but that is a step too far. Right, investigative mode engaged. What's happened here then? We've got the front all staved in, we've got a bend, we've got this vehicle.
But you go off the bend, wouldn't you?
Well,
Wide.
I'm wondering if he's come around the bend there pretty hard, he might have skidded. He's hit the bend there, look the skid marks going across there. He might have hit that edge, perhaps there was a car coming up here. Your drunk farmer's coming back from the pub, maybe. Wrong shot. He's coming around too fast, there's a car coming towards him, or there's a hedgehog crossing the road probably. He's avoided it. He skimmed in here, he's bounced off the edge, and he's gone across the road into the ditch. There you go, that's another one solved. Country mystery. He's definitely hit this point. He's caught it there, bang, dunk, dunk, dunk. Lost control a little bit, couldn't get it back. Come around the corner too fast, and ended up there in the ditch. That's where he's hit it.
I think he's cracked the car.
What's it supposed to be? It's brilliant. No matter what time of year you come out and do these walks on these paths, the paths are permanently here. You can come back in spring or middle of summer and there might be crops or something growing up to 2-3 meters high or something, or whatever's growing here, but this path will always remain open. I think they must be obliged by law to keep these open.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can clearly see it. One of the good things about this country, you can always walk in the country and know you've got reliable paths to walk on. So get out there, stop hanging around. Imagine being born in 1628. Well, old John Bunyan died 1688. Author of Pilgrims Progress, that famous bestseller, you know. Ah, is that his thing down there, look? Let's go and have a look. Well, this is the John Bunyan pub, old real ale public house, dating back to, I don't know when, let's just say, maybe I'll stick a link down here to the date. It's pretty nice around here though, and here's something pretty historic. Let's have a look at this. Okay, looks like an old fireplace. This is where he lived, old John Bunyan. There we go. John Bunyan's chimney. The 17th century brick chimney is all that remains of the cottage where John Bunyan is said to have stayed and preached. Look at these beauties. There's the river. Nice. And an ancient bus stop in the middle of nowhere. Hey man, that's a proper Oligarchs hotel, this one.
Random.
Very random. It's been plastered. It's got plywood on the roof. Ceiling.
Quite an ornate design.
Very.
Why is there like a strange building in the middle of the woods?
Funny, 'cause I was going to ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ancient bus stop is all I can think of. But
Okay.
I guess maybe at some point it went out to overlook the river there on that side perhaps.
Probably. Maintained on the road.
It's been plastered and it's got a roof, hasn't it? Hello. What's your name?
You filmed before or anything?
Just doing a bit of a YouTube thing on the walk, you know?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What's the channel?
Oh, brilliant, yeah. yeah.
It is quite interesting, and the history behind it is mega. After
there's
World War
another-
II, it got taken over by BT, I think.
That's exactly the sort of thing
Accessible as
we like, yeah. That works really well, that's perfect, yeah.
There's an old prisoner of war camp. There is. That's accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. You follow that track all the way up, you can't really miss it. If they ask you to leave, so
Just leave.
All right, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Well, there we go. We're getting tips for future episodes here in the middle of nowhere from a couple of other interesting people. This is one of those ones you come down on your bike, get to here and think, oh fuck, I'm going down here somehow. You'd be on your brakes about here, skidding like a bastard on the back brake, praying to scrub enough speed off by the time you get there, and hoping it didn't go all horribly wrong. That might be the security detail done for the day, you know. Now that the principal has flown off, there he goes in his chopper, TC at the wheel. There's the Oligarch's house, just behind this big tree. Where's this place? It's like another world. Here comes the G-Wagon. Look at that rumble. You know I like a rather posh, stately home, or at least the idea of it. It's the home of my dreams, that. Look at it. Look at this place. Thought we drifted off there for a minute, but we are back on course, quite literally. This is our path, straight across this golf course, which I'm getting more and more convinced that this is the biggest golf course in the world. I think it's 36 holes, this one. Or it's two golf courses next to each other, I don't know, one or the other. And there we have the end of a lovely 16-kilometre walk, looping around from here in Lemsford to Sandridge at the other end. And I would highly recommend it. It's very historic and there's plenty to see along the way. Well, I hope you didn't mind that, and it wasn't too bad. It was quite interesting, I thought. A lot of history and very historic places en route. Lots and lots of interest along the way around. It's very varied. There was lots of woodland and forest land. Went through a very nice golf course just back here. So, there we are, another little country episode of Walking with Jay. So I'll see you next time somewhere out and about on the next one. What a way to end the walk. Sitting here in this beautiful, lovely, idyllic setting, and I feel this splat in the back of my head. Can you see this? Talk about a bit of good luck at the end. It was good luck I was wearing a hat, if nothing else. Really clean. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Ooh. Right, that really is it. And on that bird shitty note, we are out of here. See you next time.